Every year in California's Central Valley, something unbelievable happens. In just a few weeks, giant machines shake more than 1 billion pistachios off millions of trees. So fast, it looks like the orchards are exploding. Steel arms clamp onto each trunk, engines roar, and in 3 violent seconds, thousands of nuts come raining down into massive catch frames. Before the dust even settles, the next tree is already being shaken. This isn't farming the old-fashioned way. Today, we're going inside America's supergiant pistachio harvest. A mind-blowing system where engineering, speed, and precision turn orchards into rivers of nuts moving across the country and around the world. But first, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the bell. Because what you're about to see is on a scale few people ever imagine. Pistachios may feel like a modern health snack, but their story stretches back thousands of years. They were first cultivated in ancient Persia, modern-day Iran, where they were prized for their rich flavor and long shelf life. Traders carried them along the Silk Road, and eventually they reached Europe, then America. But pistachios were not grown commercially in the US until the 20th century. In fact, nearly all pistachios eaten in America before the 1970s were imported, dyed bright red to hide blemishes from hand-picking. Everything changed when agricultural scientists in California began studying pistachio trees in the 1930s and 40s. They discovered that the Central Valley's blistering summers, cool nights, and dry climate were nearly identical to the pistachio's original homeland. Slowly, experimental orchards appeared. Growers learned the tree's unusual rhythms, alternate bearing years, the need for hot days, and the importance of specialized irrigation. By the 1980s, California invested heavily in pistachio farming. When political tensions restricted pistachio imports from the Middle East, America suddenly became the world's rising pistachio superpower. Today, California produces 99% of the US pistachio supply and often overtakes Iran to become #1 in the world. The tiny green nut has transformed into a billion-dollar industry supporting thousands of farmers, processors, researchers, and exporters. And every pistachio begins long before harvest day, starting with the orchards themselves. To understand the supergiant pistachio harvest, you must first understand the orchards, massive landscapes stretching as far as the eye can see. Some farms cover 5,000 acres or more, with symmetrical rows of trees aligned like military formations. Each pistachio tree takes 7 years to produce its first commercial crop and doesn't reach peak production until around year 10. Pistachios are dioecious, meaning there are male trees and female trees. Male trees provide pollen, carried by wind, not bees, to fertilize the female trees. Every 13 to 15 rows, a line of male trees stands ready to release microscopic pollen clouds during spring. Throughout summer, the nuts grow inside a thin, green outer hull. Beneath the hull is the beige shell, and inside it, the familiar green nut. As the nut matures, it expands and naturally splits the shell open with an audible crack. This split is crucial. Only split-shell pistachios become roasted and salted snacks. By late August, the hull begins turning reddish and loosening from the shell. This signals something important. The nuts must be harvested fast. If left too long, the hull darkens, molds, or attracts insects, ruining the crop. That's why pistachio harvests are a race against time, a massive, coordinated operation that runs 24/7 for about a month. And this is where giant machines roar to life. Pistachio harvest is unlike any other harvest in America. There's no hand-picking, no ladders, no delicate handling. Instead, it's a symphony of heavy machinery, roaring engines, and perfectly timed movement. The most iconic machine is the mechanical tree shaker. These powerful vehicles, often working in pairs, clamp onto the trunk of a pistachio tree with hydraulic arms lined with rubber pads. Once locked on, the machine unleashes high-frequency vibrations that shake the entire tree. In 3 to 5 seconds, thousands of pistachios rain down into giant canvas catch frames shaped like inverted umbrellas. Each shaker can harvest 30 to 50 trees per hour, and a single orchard may have dozens operating simultaneously. The catch frames are enormous mechanical wings that extend beneath the canopy. They prevent nuts from hitting the ground, which preserves quality and prevents contamination. As soon as the nuts land, conveyors move them into onboard collection bins. Once filled, the nuts are offloaded into gondola trailers, large metal containers pulled by tractors between orchard rows. Each gondola can hold 4,000 to 6,000 pounds of freshly shaken pistachios. These gondolas transport the nuts directly to waiting trucks at the orchard entrance. From the moment pistachios are harvested, the clock starts ticking. The hull must be removed within 24 hours, ideally within 6 hours, to prevent staining, fungal growth, or hull tightening. Millions of trees, billions of nuts, thousands of machines, dozens of processing plants waiting. The supergiant pistachio harvest is truly one of the most intense, high-speed agricultural operations in America. And once the nuts leave the orchard, the next phase begins: processing. Processing plants operate like factories with conveyor belts stretching hundreds of feet and stainless steel machinery working with incredible precision. Trucks dump pistachios onto receiving belts. Rotary hulling machines spin rapidly, stripping the soft outer hull from each nut. The hull becomes valuable compost. Nothing goes to waste. The nuts tumble through washing channels where jets of clean water remove dust and debris. These machines sort nuts by size, weight, shell split, and quality. Closed shell nuts, never split naturally, move to separate processing lines. Fresh pistachios contain high moisture and must be dried quickly. Giant drying chambers push heated air through massive trays, reducing moisture from about 40 to 5% in just a few hours. This prevents mold and prepares nuts for storage. Export-quality pistachios are packed raw, but snack pistachios are roasted in rotating drum ovens. Salt brine or dry seasonings are applied during tumbling. The smell, warm, nutty, buttery, is unmistakable. Once roasted and seasoned, pistachios move to hygienic packing rooms. Automated fill-and-seal machines package them in bags, tubs, or bulk containers. From shipment to supermarket shelves can take as little as 72 hours after harvest. If you enjoyed this giant-scale look into America's pistachio industry, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you never miss our next adventure inside the world's biggest factories, farms, and processing plants. In this video, we'll take you inside the supergiant orange processing plant, where millions of sun-grown oranges are harvested, washed, squeezed, and transformed into the golden juice that fuels mornings around the world. From the vast citrus groves to high-tech juicing lines, this is the jaw-dropping journey of the orange, one of nature's most perfect fruits. Before we dive in, don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and hit the bell icon, so you never miss our deep dive documentaries into how the world's most essential foods are made. For centuries, the orange has been a symbol of sunshine, health, and abundance. Ancient traders once carried them across oceans. Today, entire industries are built around them. And nowhere is this more visible than in Florida and California, home to some of the largest orange farms and processing plants on Earth. Every year, more than 5 million tons of oranges are harvested in the United States alone. But what happens after the fruit is picked? How does a piece of fruit on a tree become the perfectly chilled bottle of juice in your fridge? Let's find out. The journey begins in the groves, endless rows of orange trees stretching to the horizon. When the fruits reach peak ripeness, turning from green to a glowing orange, it's time to harvest. Workers move through the groves with baskets, clipping each orange by hand to avoid bruising. For juice production, massive mechanical shakers come into play. Machines that literally vibrate the trees, sending ripe oranges tumbling onto large collection nets below. Each day, thousands of workers and hundreds of machines work in perfect rhythm. From sunrise to sunset, millions of oranges are collected and loaded into towering crates. From there, trucks rumble down rural highways toward one destination. The supergiant processing plant. At first glance, the facility looks like a city unto itself. Massive steel structures, conveyor belts stretching hundreds of meters, and the constant hum of motion. Every day, more than 20,000 tons of oranges arrive here to begin their transformation. Step 1. Cleaning. The oranges are unloaded and sent through giant washing tunnels. High-pressure water jets blast away dust, leaves, and field debris. Soft rotating brushes polish the surface, revealing the bright skin beneath. Next comes inspection. Advanced sensors and high-speed cameras scan every single fruit. Bruised or damaged oranges are automatically diverted. Only the best continue down the line. Then, the magic moment: extraction. Dozens of industrial juicers, each capable of processing thousands of oranges per minute, slice, squeeze, and separate the liquid gold from the peel. From this point, the juice flows through stainless steel pipes into large storage tanks. Here it's filtered and cooled immediately to preserve its fresh flavor. Now the process shifts from muscle to science. Technicians in white coats monitor every stage from a central control room. They test for Brix level, sugar content, acidity, color, and aroma, ensuring the juice meets exact standards. Sometimes, the juice is pasteurized, a quick heating process that kills any bacteria while keeping the natural taste intact. Then it's concentrated. Water is gently evaporated under low heat, reducing the volume by almost 80%. This makes storage and shipping easier while locking in all the nutrients. Once ready for packaging, the concentrate can be rehydrated later or blended with fresh juice to make the perfect flavor balance consumers love. At the super plant, not a single part of the orange goes unused. The peels are collected, dried, and turned into essential oils used in perfumes, cleaners, and even candy. The pulp and seeds are converted into animal feed or used as a source of biomass energy to power the plant itself. Incredible, right? The fruit literally powers its own production. The final product, fresh orange juice, travels through sterilized pipelines to automated filling lines. Robotic arms fill, cap, and label thousands of bottles every minute. Each one carries the scent of Florida sunshine and the promise of a refreshing morning. Before shipping, bottles are rapidly chilled and packed into refrigerated trucks. From here, they head to supermarkets, restaurants, and breakfast tables around the world. Imagine it, a journey that began with a blossom on a branch, now ends as a glass of golden juice. Poured at breakfast, bursting with flavor, and packed with the energy of the sun. If you enjoyed this journey inside the supergiant orange processing plant, don't forget to like, subscribe, and tap the bell icon, so you'll never miss our next deep dive into the incredible industries that power our world. Every spring, as winter fades and the air begins to warm, something magical happens across parts of America. Acres upon acres of land burst into color. Crimson reds, golden yellows, royal purples. This is not just a garden. It's one of the largest tulip farms in the United States, where millions of flowers are grown, harvested, and shipped across the nation, all within just a few short weeks. Welcome to the supergiant tulip farm, where nature, science, and beauty come together to create one of spring's greatest spectacles. Before we step inside this sea of color, don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and tap the bell icon so you never miss our deep dive documentaries into the industries that shape our world. Now let's journey into how America's tulip farms turn fields of bulbs into millions of blooming flowers, a process that blends delicate care with industrial precision. Tulips didn't originate in America. They first bloomed in the mountain valleys of Central Asia, before captivating the Ottoman Empire and then spreading to Holland in the 16th century, where they sparked tulip mania, one of history's first economic bubbles. Centuries later, Dutch immigrants brought their passion and their bulbs to America. They settled in places with a familiar cool, wet climate, like Skagit Valley in Washington, Holland in Michigan, and parts of Oregon. By the mid-20th century, these regions had become America's tulip heartlands, producing millions of bulbs and flowers every spring. Today, some farms cover more than 1,000 acres, rivaling small European producers. To grow perfect tulips, timing and soil are everything. Each bulb is a living organism, a dormant flower waiting for the right moment to awaken. The process begins in the fall, months before any color appears. After the summer harvest of previous bulbs, workers plow the soil deep, sometimes up to 14 inches, to loosen the earth and mix in compost. Then tractors equipped with GPS-guided planters sow tulip bulbs with incredible precision. Each bulb is placed 10 centimeters deep, spaced evenly, and gently covered with soil and straw mulch to protect it from frost. The winter rains of Washington and Michigan provide natural irrigation, helping bulbs develop strong roots underground. Beneath the surface, the transformation begins. Through the cold months, the bulbs rest, a process called vernalization, where they store energy and prepare for explosive spring growth. By early April, the magic happens. As temperatures rise and daylight increases, the tulip bulbs sense the change. Within days, green shoots pierce through the soil, followed by buds that open into vibrant carpets of color. From above, the fields look like a painter's canvas. Bands of red, orange, yellow, purple, and pink stretching to the horizon. But this beauty is fleeting. Tulips bloom for only 2 to 3 weeks, depending on weather. Every moment counts, not just for visitors and photographers, but for farmers, who must harvest millions of flowers before they fade. Harvesting tulips is a race against time. Each flower must be picked at the perfect stage, when the buds are closed tight just before full bloom. That ensures they open gradually during transport and look fresh on store shelves.